Previously on building Realm of Rights. And a very recognizable feature are these sticks kind of sticking out. And then comes the difficult part, that headpiece thing. And then just like that, ooh, I like that. The exact vibe I'm looking for is achieved. And then the moment of truth. That is the cleanest thing I have ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this brand new episode of Building Realm of Rights. Today, we are gonna finish this entire section. We'll be adding some buildings, we'll be adding some ride details. We need a queue for this one as well, so really quite some stuff. Let's not waste time, get straight into it. First of all, let me just add some edges to this ride. And with edges, this is the stuff I mean. And this ride is gonna be just a regular hop-on ride. There's not gonna be a queue because, I'm lazy. No, but all jokes aside, there's not really that much room for it, but you kind of just have to wait on the side and get on when you want to. Let's add some fences as well. And then towards the back here, we're gonna need some more land to put buildings on. Just like so. And I almost forgot, we also need to cover up this ugly stuff and then maybe put some kind of operator booth on there. And then we of course have the color of the ride. I don't mind the red, I think it's just maybe a bit too intense. Let's make it slightly more desaturated. And maybe for some variety, we can make the horses brown this time. That is quite lovely. And then, well, then come the houses over here. Let's get to work. Let's begin right over here, I'm guessing. And since I won't be adding interior to these, I will add some way to walk over them. About this high, I would say. And then over here, let's add some stairs so that one might walk up here. And see this already? You're kind of getting the vibe I'm aiming for, right? And I'm gonna say it again though, adding all these edges, these rounded borders is gonna be a pain in the ass. I also hate that it looks so nice. It makes it look so much cleaner, even though it's such a small detail. And you know what? We'll just make this a little adventure trail for children, so I can just kind of have fun with it. And just like that, a little ladder going up, and some of these wooden structural support thingies. I really have to learn English. What is happening? Also make a little door. It's gonna be the really standard house kind of elements. Okay, pretty decent. Then let's move on to the second building over here. And then after that, we can connect them by adding something in between them. We'll begin with just a very simple base again. Something like this maybe this time around. An arch, of course. We haven't added a single arch. Adding all the rounded edges. I can already tell this video is gonna be crazy repetitive. But well, we have to do the boring stuff as well. So some fences. Honestly, let me just finish this real quick because it's nothing new and then we can move on with other things. What we can also do, of course, I just thought of, is just use these wall pieces in between and just line that up with the path. Dude, that is satisfying as heck. And a little fence on it as well so people don't die. Very nice. And then you go all the way down here, end up on this side. I don't know why, but here it is. And yes, I did just think maybe this can be the queue, but I don't think everyone is gonna want to do an entire parkour before actually going in the ride. Not too detailed, he said. These tiny empty areas we can of course fill with a bunch of cargo, some boxes, some scenery, some fun stuff, and a big box. And most importantly, pots. Dude, and even some fabric and clothing kind of drying in the sun. Here you go, something like this. Yes. Is this getting out of hand? I mean, probably. This already took like 1.5 hours. What I'm wondering about though, does this look like ancient Egypt? Or just Egypt? That is gonna be the trick though, because ancient Egypt has really nice looking buildings as well. I just got an idea. What if over here we make an area that's more in this style, a bit more old and a bit more, you know, and then over the bridge, this is where you'll see more extravagant buildings. More arches, a little bit more polished, more colorful maybe as well. So we have some different vibes as far as that goes too. Yes. Anyway, for now we need some more of these buildings first. Do I regret this area? Maybe. I'm just gonna experiment with a layout right here. And then maybe this connects to that building. I have no idea if any of this will look nice. And then maybe over here, another one of these beautiful arches. So then, well, I'm gonna make this look similar to that. It will probably take years, but not for you, because you have the luxury of being a viewer. Let's get to work. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it is finished. To be fair, it's nothing all that new, nothing I haven't done before, but it does look quite nice. The trees especially add so much. Just made a little bit of ground over there. Some guards and some fun stuff. A nice circular thing on top, which I also built over here. Just makes it a bit more, I don't know, spiced up. I also put those on here, by the way. And in general, it makes it look so much nicer. More like ancient Egypt rather than just Egypt. So as for the trail, you now go all the way up here across the bridge into this building, down and then back up and then through this and then back down and then you are here. Gorgeous. Then also this building has interior and I thought maybe I could put like a merch store or a little other store of sorts. We'll see later. For now, however, let's start building the teacups. However, first it is time for strawberry. First, I think it'd be nice to have a stone edge around this circle. And how about we do a little something fancy over here? Maybe something like that. We paint it all the same color. Maybe not these two, actually. Yes, this I quite like. And then all we need to do is, of course, this. All the way to the end. Look how satisfying that is. And a fence so people don't just walk onto it would not be ideal. And planks, I mean... pretty much the same stuff. And then I had this idea, and I'm not sure if it's gonna look nice. By the way, first, actually, let's fix the colors. I am not loving the way this looks. Oh, right, this is the one where you can't change the white. Now that is unfortunate. However, for all the actual teapots, I want those to be golden, because, I don't know, it just seems nice. There you go. And honestly, maybe the teapot as well. But I really hate the white, dude. I mean, like this, it could work, I guess, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it. It's a bit too polished. What if we created a kind of tent around it? Not really tent, but like... I don't know, I'll just show you. Like I always do, don't I? And then this structure we just copy over like this. In the meantime, let me kind of try and hide the original fences. If only there was a way to just remove them. So I guess for older themes, this kind of works as well. And we can try using some of these prisms to create the top. I do feel like this might actually be a tad too clean, right? I mean, it looks good. But is this let me just try something here. Look, what if we tried something like this instead? Where it's kind of folded up. Yep, that already looks better. Let the copy and pasting commence, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, now that is more like, yes. And we can top it off with a little cone. This is actually the first time I've noticed it kind of lets through some light as well. I've never seen that before. As for the name of this teacups ride, let me actually ask my members. What could we name an Egyptian-style teacups ride? And if you didn't know yet, if you want to become a member, you actually get early access to my videos. And well, I guess hereby you have an early say in ideas and ride names. So there you go. All you gotta do is simply hit that join button and it goes from there. Then as far as the queue goes, actually I want to just keep it like this. All the way around here seems fine. This isn't gonna be a super huge theme park. It's not gonna be super busy, so this should be enough, right? We do of course need an entrance sign, but that comes later once I know what it's gonna be called. What shall we do next? Taking a sip of this lovely water is what I'm gonna do. Oh, bloody hell. In this corner here, you know what this needs? An arch. I just have a pole and then a horizontal bar. And then, kapoof, there goes the arch. Now, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with this yet, as you can see. But I do like this, so it's a bit more, you know, cut off. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we have an intruder. What in the name is that? I suppose we can make some more buildings over here and maybe on this side, because it would be nice to have like a real down kind of vibe over here, right? Let me just begin here and add some simple walls to it first, and already making some room for arches. And as you know, same thing again, so we'll go through it really fast. And a second layer on top. Quite possibly. Can't forget about the wood. Possibly with a little bit of an extension to the right. Honestly, I'm just doing stuff at this point. Aren't you technically always doing stuff? Anyway, no time for philosophical questions right now. I also think it's time maybe we build some custom pots. Otherwise, they're all gonna look identical. Like this. It's different, at least. And then over here, let's make a box filled with oranges. I feel like there should just be a bunch of fruit stalls here as well. There you go. Nice bit of color as well. And some good old ropes, because we most definitely want to hang up some more clothing. Just some colored towels or whatever the hell these are. And maybe even like an actual actual t-shirt over here. Dude, that is amazing. And should we put another tower here? Maybe. I just want to get this really dense village effect. And dude, look at this. What if we just connect this entire block with arches, essentially? Like this. So it's just one huge... Yes! And I actually just had a brilliant idea. What if this is the entrance to the teacups? All I had to do was just create a bridge between this and this. We do, of course, have to open all of this up. And then a little bridge of sorts. And maybe this time using some chains instead of ropes. And we can even make those golden to kind of match the style of the teacups. And then we simply put it in place very nicely close to the edge, and of course a little stairway down to get there. And well, then I think that is pretty much it. So then once again, let's have a look. You go in right here, you walk over here all the way around, then this is where you enter, blah blah blah, and then you go out here. Absolutely gorgeous. Is this not coming together beautifully? And I just remembered we made boats as well, so let's put one over here. In fact, right in between these two towers is just perfect. And to be fair, they're kind of Egyptian style boats, right? Slightly enough, I would say. Final thing that this needs, by the way, is some lights, of course. Otherwise, it is very dark underneath. There you go, much better. Speaking of lights, we need benches and lights and trash cans. And actually, I really like this bench and I think it fits fine with that. So let's take it. See, this actually fits beautifully over here. I do think we need a different trash can. I'll just kind of recreate that one default one we have. Yes, then finally a lamp post. And of course, this is old Egypt, so we can't use actual lanterns. We need to use torches. Do you think just something like this might be nice? Actually looks decent. I do want to add slightly more detail though, something like this maybe, so it looks a bit more like a one thing. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then for the area over there, which is going to be the really rich people, old Egypt, I'll just make different kinds of stuff, like a more fancy lamppost, you know what I mean. For now though, let's kind of put some of these benches down. I'm thinking maybe over here one, accompanied by a trash can. Let's paint it a bit darker though, so it fits the landscape slightly better. There you go. Once again, I'm not entirely sure about this area yet, but I can put some benches down. I'm thinking though, do we leave this open, or is it nice if we add some buildings? It would be really nice to have a concealed little area, so to speak, but also it's kind of nice that you can see the water. Although you will definitely be able to see that from the other side, so you know, I might actually put something here. Yeah. First, however, the lamp post kind of things, let's just put some on these what do you call them? Here you go. Does that look nice? Really nice, yes. Okay, this is looking incredible. I love it. Now that I see this, I might have a better idea rather than putting stuff over here. What if, using these little walls, I create a kind of basically this kind of stuff, except in the Egyptian theme. Here you go, just a nice shape that kind of goes along with the rest of the area. And of course, as always, it beautifully connects. Incredible. And then I simply have to fill it up with something. I think dead grass, maybe? Dude, this fits like a glove. That is actually so satisfying. I love that. Okay, and then let's paint this just grass for now, so it looks a bit better than the blue. What I can always do is just add some of these bushes again. Maybe some of those in the middle here. And then quite possibly some of this. Let's try out some of these ferns too. Why can't I just place all of these? What happened with the local item what? I feel betrayed. What? This one is not gonna go because there's a bunch of bricks. My brother. I'm just gonna keep going until it stops because this is just not. Let's try here. What? Maybe to top it off, some of these smaller palm trees. This is stupid. How does this work, dude? Or actually, let's just do actual palm trees because I feel like that might look nice as well. Oh. What was that? I feel like that might look nice as well. And of course, I can just place them without any... Why can I do it here but not there? This is actually infuriating. I should be happy, right? Because it's working, but seriously? I'm kind of pissed off as well, if I'm completely honest. And look, this is the main reason why I... Oh, now? Okay. Okay, well, never mind then. Other side, I guess. And another one right next to it. But then, yes, I think that is pretty much it for this first area. I'm sure I'll get new ideas in the future and we'll add them later, but then for now, I think this is a pretty good base, right? I feel like I could call this finished and it would just look fine. So yes, if you have any further ideas, as you know, as always, let me know down below in the comments. And then I suppose for today, that is it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. We need to hit that mark. We need 200k. Like the video, and then I hope I'll see you in the next episode of Building Realm of Rights.